Having configured the custom element called myArticle, now let us see how this element can be instantiated. So the myArticle class is ready now. So in order to demonstrate the rendering of this myArticle, so I have set up a folder called demo here. In this I have put this index.html here. This is quite a simple process. So if you just look at this is a regular HTML file, and there's a title I'm giving here, and in order to work with this rendering of the web components, you require web components loader, so therefore this is loaded from here. Now this particular HTML file that we are developing is going to use and create an instance of myArticle, so therefore I'm going to use that script over here. Then if you just look at the body section, I'm just giving a basic header here, and this is where the myArticle got instantiated. So this is quite a simple code. Now let us run this application and then look at what are the nuances that we will get into. So I'm going to save this file now, and since this is a new set of files that you have included in the client folder, it requires a build. So therefore I'm going to do a Polymer build now. So the build is complete now. Now let us head to the browser and then see what happens. Before that we need to start the application. So let's do that and head to the browser. So the path for our myArticle would be, so we have set up a folder called demo under the client, so therefore that can be accessed from here. And also recall that the name of the tester file was index.html, so therefore we need not explicitly state that here, so we could invoke the URL straight away. So you observe that we got a 404 error despite the fact that we have built the application. So let us investigate the reason for this. So let's go to this build folder and then observe what are the things that the build has processed. So you could see that in the build you have this default and you have this client folder, and you could see that the folders are copied here, and you have your src folder, and then myArticle.js is existing. But observe that the folder called demo is missing over here. And the reason for this is we have, though we have built all the artifacts, we have still not configured the polymer.json. So you need to configure the polymer.json after building your elements so that this dynamic loading of modules is possible. So the first thing that we are going to do is we go to this fragments array, and then this is where we will configure the custom element that we have developed. So it's going to be src slash myArticle.js over here. This entry is necessary, and apart from this you could see that the demo folder was missing. The reason why it's happening is in the sources the entry is missing to that extent. So therefore I'm going to create a entry for the demo folder here, and the star implies that all the files that are present in the demo folder must also be copied to the client when the build is being done. So we configured the polymer.json now. Now let us complete the build process once again. So the build process is done, and I have started the application again. So back to browser. Now you could see that the element got rendered here. So this is the h3 tag that we have used here, and then the title, content, and then the more. These are the things which are coming essentially from the myArticle element. So this is the first way to instantiate myArticle, but as you could see here, this is not great because this is the content for title and the content and more section this can be customized better. So that's what we are going to do next. So let's head to index.html. So observe that this myArticle instantiation is done without any parameters or attributes. So now let us write another version of the invocation of the myArticle and see how this behaves. So this time I am invoking this myArticle with a title with this content, and for the content property we are supplying certain information here, and the button will contain this read as the title. So just to get the habit right, whenever you make changes in the UI content, two steps are necessary. One is we need to do the build once again, and followed by starting of the application server so that you could start visualizing the changes. So let's do that now. So the build is complete, and let's start the application and head to the browser. Let's refresh this. Now you could see that in the place of title you have a custom title which is present here, and the synopsis for the content is given here. If you are interested, you could always go ahead and then read this thing from here. So this is how the myArticle as an element got represented and rendered here.